All right, congratulations on grabbing that special offer. I know you're going to love it, and I can't wait to hear your success with it. Now, I just want to talk to the creative entrepreneurs out there, the people that know that they have a life's purpose, that they have a mission, that they have a bigger reason for being here on earth. Now, if you feel totally fulfilled and satisfied in your career, in your relationships, and your spiritual life, if you are fulfilled and feel like everything's good, then go ahead and press button and just skip to the next part, and we'll finish out your investment. But if you're somebody who, like me for a long time, feels like you're not quite reaching your full potential, if you feel like there are things that you had always dreamt of that you buried deep down inside of you just to survive, if you feel like you could be doing more and you could be having more fulfillment, more abundance, more happiness, more peace, then stick around for a second because I have a very special offer for you. See, most of us don't realize this, but our energy centers, which we kind of touched on a little bit, also known as chakras, they hold really important information. This information is in the form of energy. Everything is energy within us and without us. So energy starts to build up over time. Energy can be ideas, it can be beliefs, it can be experiences, and all of these kind of collect. So we need a process for sorting through that energy, for clearing out old energy, for resolving foreign energy that's not ours, and for developing a strategy for bringing in new energy and purposeful energy. See, when we were kids, we believed anything was possible. We had big goals and dreams, and slowly over time, those got kind of warped, and people started to unconsciously or consciously manipulate those dreams. Um, a lot of times we have experiences that may cause doubt or fear within ourselves, or may cause us to feel like we can't fully be who we are or express ourselves. And um, and these experiences build up over time as well. So now that we have a tool in the automatic meditations for kind of clearing and cleansing some of that energy and getting a good start on that, we were going to want to go deeper. Um, a long time ago, I had big dreams and big goals of my life purpose being that I wanted to be a professional musician. Well, as you know, that is not societally a very common path to success. It's one of the harder things to do, and it can be a really, really hard, lonely road. And on this road, even though I had support from my family, I would always hear these little things about why it was a bad idea or how it's impossible, and just, you know, all these negative kind of stereotypes started to kind of build up over time. And every time that I would have a failure, I would use that as evidence to prove to myself that these people were right. Well, you can guess what that does over a long period of time. Flash forward to a couple years later, um, my mother was presented with with a health opportunity, which is what the Optimum Health Institute calls cancer. So she decided to check into there for a couple weeks to see if she could kind of flush out some of the disease, and reconnect with herself spiritually. Um, she asked me if I would go with her to help her assimilate some of the information that was being taught, and just for moral support. So I gave it a shot. So there we are, at this Optimum Health Institute, surrounded by people that were really trying to save their own lives. They they were offering a meditation class, and it sounded a little kind of out there and new agey to me. And I had tried meditation before without much luck, so I wasn't totally sold on it, but I figured, you know what, I knew this was a really rare class, and I was intrigued. So I decided to go for it. I went to this class, and little did I know my life was about to change forever. Where I had been bored in meditation classes before, easily distracted, not seeing results. This class, I was instantly hooked. It was really easily for me to pay attention, and I saw results right away. So the next 3 days after this class, my head was buzzing. It felt like when your hand falls asleep, um, and I knew that something had changed. See, what had happened was my vibrations were raised um, through this process. See, everything in life is energy, but energy vibrates, and when we're feeling feelings of depression or discouragement or lack of energy, we're vibrating at a really low level. So the ultimate goal is to be able to control and raise our vibrations, so that way our thoughts are on a higher plane, our feelings, our physical body, our emotions, everything starts to raise to a higher plane, and we can be a lot more productive, we can be a lot more effective, we can be a lot more clear, and we can really manifest the life that we really desire, not one that we've been fed to desire. So, anyways, after this class, I started to see really big shifts. I saw shifts in my mood, I saw shifts in my focus, I saw shifts in my energy and the physical the physical feelings that I was feeling, where I felt really sluggish and drained, and um, all that stuff started to really kind of clear up. And I noticed that the more and more I did this practice, this ancient practice, the more that I was able to kind of take control of my life, to take control of my thoughts and my feelings. See, I had all these foreign ideas and foreign energies and beliefs stored in my psyche, in my subtle energy body and my aura, and I had no idea that I was operating through dirty glasses. I was operating through glasses that belonged to somebody else. Over time, I had completely buried my true self. I had started to filter my self-expression. I had started to deny myself the optimism that I once had. And now I had finally found something to get me back in touch with who I really was and put me on a path to manifesting my true dreams and to help me fulfill my unique and very important mission on life. So fast forward to a couple years later, I started to have all these big changes, and I was able to actually turn my dream, my childhood dream of being a professional full-time drummer into a reality. And I know that the shift really took place with that meditation process. So I decided that this was something that I needed to share with as many people as possible. I wanted the world to know that what's being taught out there is missing a huge piece of information. Yes, there's simply the mindset. And yes, there are skills that we need to learn. Yes, peak performance and you know, all these other kind of ideas and coaching things and processes are really important, but they were all leaving out this one major component, and it's probably because they didn't realize that it was even there. So a lot of times when we're sitting there and we're thinking, well, why is this not working for me? I have the skills. I'm smart enough. I've followed the processes and the systems, and it's not working. Well, we have all these things that are blocking us, and until we take the time to learn how and to actually practice something that clears all those blockages, we don't have a chance. So what I've done is I have spent the last 10 years really perfecting and simplifying the process as much as possible, which is why I started, you guys, with the automatic meditations. I know that most people's biggest block to being able to implement meditation into their daily lives is 1, time, 2, focus, and 3, complexity. So I knew that I had to make something that didn't take that much time. It can be done in under 20 minutes a day. And I knew I needed to create something that was simple and did the work automatically for people. And I knew it needed to be something that was really effective and enjoyable. Most meditation products out there and services don't focus on enjoyment. So I wanted that to be a component. And now I want to jump into the next part of this journey, which is once you have been able to utilize these automatic meditations, and hopefully you grab the subconscious reprogramming meditations as well. Those are really amazing, and those are quick ways to take control of your state and raise your vibration really quickly and direct your thinking towards very important goals and characteristics. So those are for starting off in the morning and the night. But for those of you who want to take this a little bit further, which I'm guessing you do, or you wouldn't be here listening to this, I have something that will help you do that. So I've put together the Ancient Activation 2.2 Trilogy Pack. And what that is the explanation of why lucid meditation works. It tells you all the backstory. It tells you all the processes. It teaches you step by step how to actually use this ancient toning technique that I'm talking about that helps to clear all these energy centers, clear your blocks, reprogram and refocus your mind, and raise your vibration. So what you're going to get is the full Lucid Meditation complete guidebook. This, like I said, it's over 260 pages of everything you need to know about your chakras, your subtle body that lives within your body, your aura, your connection to spirit animals, how to access them, why they're important, what they're there for, your how to connect to the planets and which chakras and energy systems they're responsible for, how they can help you. It takes you through using sacred geometry to clear away blocks. It has a ton of processes so that you can pick and choose, so you never really get bored. You can have multiple avenues to tapping into those energy centers. But what it has that's really, really important is it will teach you exactly what energy is stored in which part of your body. So, for example, let's say you've been struggling with business, or you've been struggling to feel like you're part of this world, or to meet your material needs. Well, down in the root chakra is what is the energy that's responsible for these things. So if you know that you need to do something different in business, if you feel like you've been pushed around, if you feel like you're unable to negotiate and create life on your terms or have a say in things, then you really need to get grounded. And when you really learn everything that the root chakra is responsible for, you're going to be able to tap into that, clean out the old kind of negative and foreign energy, and create and nurture your own energy. You're going to be able to create and develop a connection to this world and to yourself that's really strong and unshakable. You're going to learn how to get grounded so that you can create a material world that is beyond your wildest dreams. You know, as spiritual people, oftentimes we shame materialism, or we feel like there's something wrong with us if we have those earthly desires, and I'm here to tell you that that's not true. We're meant to experience everything, and there's enough for everybody. So when we are successful and we have our material needs more than met, we are not taking that away from somebody else. And that's one of the really important things that we work on in this program. We go through all of them. They all have their own special characteristics. Every aspect of our lives relates to these energy centers. And once we learn about what they are, what they hold, and why it's important, and most importantly, how we can control those within ourselves, we have the keys to the kingdom. We can manifest, we can find our truth, we can find our passion, and we will have the confidence to go out and chase it down. So what you're going to get is the complete Lucid Meditation guidebook, which has all that information and much, much more. I mean, it has tea meditations, it has, I haven't even scratched the surface on what's in there. For those of us, though, that do not want to sit and dig into the encyclopedia of Lucid Meditation, I got you covered as well. So in the Trilogy Pack, I included the Quick Start Lucid Meditation Action Manifestation Guide. This is a super simple, clear-cut path. It's condensed down to just 25 pages of exactly how to use the ancient toning technique, exactly how what is held in these chakras, and in how your aura relates to it. It gives you a formula for a commitment plan to yourself, for so that you can discover exactly what you want to change in each area of your life and make a commitment to yourself. And it also gives you a plan of action. So it gives you a plan of action of exactly how to implement lucid meditation into your daily life on your terms. So this is not, you have to have an hour a day to dedicate to this. No, if you can make 5 minutes a day, then that is what goes into your plan, is your 5 minutes a day, when it is, how it's going to happen. And so it's all customizable. And this is the fast track to getting these results, to finding your life's purpose and being able to fulfill it. You're going to get that, so that's the quick start guide, and you're going to get the soundtrack. The soundtrack is a specially designed soundtrack of multi-dimensional layered music that was created in the collective consciousness to bring you to the point of conception. So when you listen to something, you are brought into the point of conception, meaning that if you're watching a movie about horror, you are brought to the place in that person's mind, however dark it may be. And that is where your energy goes. That is where your focus goes. And you are brought into that reality. So if you want to be brought into a high vibration and a spiritual plane, you need, it's helpful to listen to something that was created there. And that is the fastest track to being able to just jump into that zone. So this soundtrack is really, really helpful. You will be, be given really clear instructions on exactly how to use that with your quick start guide. And together they are incredibly powerful and have gotten people amazing results in 15 days and less. It's something that you can use forever and you can adapt and grow with, but you will see results really, really quickly. So you're going to get all three of those. That's what makes up the Trilogy pack. Because I want to ensure your success, and I don't want you to have any resistance, and I don't want you to have any questions or doubts whether this will work for you or not, I am also going to include a Ancient Activation 2.2 Masterclass training in with your Trilogy pack. Now this is what I teach in my live workshops that I charge thousands of dollars for. You don't have to fly out and come to the workshop. You don't have to spend 3 days or 8 weeks going to these classes. You get it all at home from the comfort of your own home. You can watch them again and again. You can go at your own pace, and you'll have it forever. So it's a gift. It's, like I said, it's well worth over $2,400, but it is your gift when you buy this Trilogy pack today only. It will be gone. I will not always be offering this. I'll probably sell it as a program on its own very soon. So if you're interested in that, grab it today. As another bonus, you're going to get invited to the private Facebook group. So this is the pack. This is the Lucid Meditation pack. Only people who have invested in these courses are going to be in there, because I really want it to be a place of support that you can go and connect with other lucid meditation practitioners. So it's a place you can ask questions. It's a place that you can share insights and get, have fun with people, not be not be looked at weird when you're talking about these crazy spiritual levitating experiences that you have. It's going to be a group of like-minded people, which is really, really important, because we are who we hang out with. And it can be difficult for a lot of people, especially depending on where you live, to find other people like this to connect with. So you're going to get a personal invitation from me into that group. And I'm in there all the time too. So it's one of the faster ways to connect and ask me questions as well. So yes, like I said, take advantage of this offer. I am offering this to you today for way over 75% off, because I want to get it into the hands of as many people as possible right now. I know there's a lot going on, and I know people need this. And I know that there's a portal open right now. This is a very special time, and we may not see this hopefully we'll never see this quite like this ever again, but I know we're not going to see it quite like this again soon. You have a really special opportunity right now to shift into a new life. So if you've been wanting a new career, if you've been wanting a new relationship, if you've been wanting a big change within yourself, if you have some deep-seated stuff that you're finally ready to release, grab this program. It's going to take you by the hand. It's going to walk you through step by step how to do that, how to elevate your mood, how to rewrite history, how to, raise your vibration so that you really can manifest the life that you desire. It's not enough to make a dream board. It's not enough to think about it once in a while. You have to get into the state of being able to receive that stuff. And raising our vibration is the first step. Clearing out the junk from our minds and our auras and our energy bodies is the second step. Getting clear on what you really, really want and why you want it is the third step. I'm going to walk you through all that stuff and how to gain the confidence to go after these things, how to believe in yourself, how to express yourself to the universe so that it takes you seriously when you're offering these desires. I'm really excited, and everybody who's used these tools has seen great results, and I can't wait to hear about yours. So like I said, grab the offer. Don't regret it tomorrow. Don't be sitting there wishing that you did, because it's going to be back up to at least $9.97 tomorrow. So don't hesitate and have regret. I got you covered. If for some reason you try this out and don't like it, you don't see results, you don't feel like I delivered what I promised I would, I'm happy to give you your money back, okay? So please don't have any resistance or fear around that. I promise you will feel like you way underpaid by the time you get through even half of this material. So I really look forward to connecting with you. I really look forward to helping you on this journey and hearing about your successes and watching you manifest the life that you dream and deserve of. So click the button, and I will see you guys on the inside.